Hi, my name's Travis and this is a short instructional video on how to build your side crow. And it's also a how do I do it. So for me and my body and the architecture of the distance of my elbow to my shoulder and the way I can flex at the hips and the knees and lift up creates it in my body. So maybe by giving you those skills set that I've created, it can help you. Blocks are always a good idea for these sorts of practices. Something soft to land on. There's a towel here, a blanket rolled up, maybe some big cushions, especially if you're trying this out at home for the first time. Stage one is core. Abdominal muscles need to be targeted and warmed up so that we can create the fire that lifts up inside of us. We don't want gravity to win this battle between lift and lower. We want to be rising away from the earth with the fire and the heat and the upward lift of the core. So we'll create that first. So by lying down on your backs and creating 90-degree angles at your hips, knees and ankles, taking your block and placing it between your thighs, quite close towards your groin, and then squeezing the block. So you think about all of this suctioning into the center line of your body. Flex at the toes, 90-degree angles at the ankle joints. And then as you take your hands to the ceiling, place the palms on the ceiling and press them away. So my upper back hovers. Now I can feel the core working. For example, we'll go to our right here and taking our arms to the right, which is creating more or less this side crow shape. Right shoulder wants to lift up and off the earth, and at the same time I'm squeezing the block. Spread the fingers, spread the toes, so you send the awareness all the way out into the peripheral, through your nervous system, and everything's working in conjunction with each other. So you could then take this up to the ceiling again and to the right, for example, to core 5 times, and you might go to the left as well. So once you've warmed up using that skill set, take the block out of the way, rock and roll up. And the second part here I would use is chair. So as you sit down into your seat, lightning bolt the body, the same thing, the core is engaged. Arms can go overhead, for example. This is going to set that heat and the fire up a little more. But what we want to do is start to think about rotating and twisting to the side, where we're going to create our side crow. And one of the ways I like to do that is to take the sassy right hip out wide and then place the right hand on the hip and square it back off. So we're pressing hip into hand, hand into hip. And then with the bend to the right, let the left upper arm come to your ear and peek under the left armpit. That will then facilitate this movement towards a prayer twist. So left elbow on your right thigh, palms touch, fingers spread wide, right elbow to sky. So with that setup, you've created the twist, the bend, and now we think about placing the hands on the mat beside us, lifting the heels, but keeping the squeeze of the inner ankles and inner thighs. Place your block and your cushioning out to the right, because I'm side crowing to the right. Think about setting up like a chaturanga or a high to low push-up within the hands. Lift high the hips as you come onto the balls of the feet, building a shelf with your upper arm bones of your arms, and then hovering your heels up and off the earth. So the arms are in a sort of a high to low plank orientation, so low plank chaturanga, and then we take ourselves into our side crow. Coming back to the earth and folding to the mat. Well, a couple of minutes and I'm hot. So I hope you can feel that at home. Enjoy practicing, replaying, sharing, and follow me, please, subscribe, and build my little community. Thanks very much for watching. Bye for now.